Welcome. This is my avatar self, and I'm on the welcoming area of Virbela metaverse. For newcomers, there's a welcoming area info center, which is really good. That'll help you learn about monthly events and get going in terms of this. It's pretty well configured and all of that. I'm going to take you to the sports fields, and you'll see I have a complete sport field here where I can shoot basketballs, or I can go over here to a soccer field. I can jog by holding my shift key down and go right over to the ball and kick the ball. Oops, I wasn't far enough here, so I'll go closer to it and get closer to it and click it again, and boom, I can do it. I'm going to go ahead now and take you also to the nature trails here in terms of the nature areas here, which are nice. I really like Virbela's Nature Preserve and Alpine Trailhead, which is a good way to take a group of people to really talk of visionary ideas and explore visionary ideas here. I met some great people coming up this trail, and you see we got now a whole flag and banner, and we have a really nice expansive view. So imagine you could even have a group meeting here, a little hike, and then a group meeting here, and you get this whole expansive view of this metaverse and its scenario here with all the different buildings and everything here. This is the campfire area here, and it's really neat. And we can change things here in the configuration. This is a good way if you're having a we're talking about climate change and being a kind of idea of an outdoor deal. We have a fireplace and we have different layouts here. We have circular seating that we can do, which is completely without a screen, or we can have the web screen here, which will allow us to change and present right here on this. Or we can go to the default position here, which is showing you kind of the regular convention deal here. I'm going to go ahead now and take you to our, and just give you some of the idea. I'm going to also take you to our office, our private office suite. So we're teleporting ourselves here. Imagine that people can come here and then be greeted by a virtual receptionist here. This booth can change also into a nice lounge area for doing breakout sessions. This is our virtual office here. Um, You notice as soon as we get in, everything lights up. I have these screens here. Configuration right now as a desk configuration, but I can go ahead and change this and make this to a group desk for a staff of me and 7 other people. Or I can have it a single desk. I can have it with the informal seating or no seating at all, kind of an empty space to kind of network on. So this is really, really neat. And all of these screens, doesn't matter where I'm sitting. If I'm going ahead, if I sit in this chair, I'm facing this screen. I can watch it head on by clicking on that control here. But I can also go to the very screen behind me and see what's going on there. It doesn't matter where I'm seated. And these are full actionable screens here. They're web screens. So you see I have controls down here and all of that. So this is very, very nice. I'm going to take you over here to the door controls. If I click on this, the doors will close and lock, or I can open the doors. I have color control for the wall and the rug color. And I'll just go around here to this area. This is a kind of a waiting area. People can wait here. If I click on this control here, the screen can actually go down or go up. And that's really, really nice. It's kind of dramatic here. I'm going to go ahead and go out here and show you some of the other capabilities on this suite. One of the great things about this suite is the office space is very inexpensive, ultra affordable, and less than a physical world parking space in the physical world. But look at this. Here's a whole networking area and where people can network. And then over here is a really nice boardroom with all these screens that light up here. Imagine that we invited a group of 12 prospective clients that fits the idea of doing a virtual conference and trade show. And these screens all can light up here. We have complete control over 5 screens, the rear screen, the right screen, the left screen, the front screen, the side screen. It just goes on and on here. Um, Also, we have changing configuration here, so we can actually do a small conference right here, right on this floor. If I click on this, I have I have 6 tables of 5 seats, 36 times 5 is 30. Or if I go down here to our larger configuration, we have 9 tables of 5, that's 45, which is really nice. Or we have a classroom layout, so we can train the trainers here. And so we have all these rows of seats and we can do presentations right here. People can hear and listen to and all that. See, now we're going to do breakout sessions. So we're going to go over here and look at our breakout session space here. So you can see that it's a really nice open space here with these areas here that are great for breakout sessions. Each one of these areas in front of the screen is a private volume, so you can't hear anybody else outside of this. And I can enable it or disable it. Now you see the blue line which shows you that it's enabled. And or if I disable it, you'll see that you can hear spatial audio as well. And at the end here, we have another space here to kind of present. And there, so these are some open spaces here, which I invite you to really talk to them about because they're very affordable and doable here. So this just gives you some idea. Now imagine after we've done the meeting of the whole around the board table and that we've done some breakout sessions, then during the same day we can actually teleport people to give them a demonstration of some really key areas. So I'm going to go to the demo areas here and show you that we can do a campus-wide event here. We're going to first of all go to the campus-wide, that's the auditorium we want to go to. So let's go to the campus-wide demo auditorium and network you. We're going to go there. So you see that I've got this really nice, huge space here. And as soon as I go up to the stage here, again, everything lights up because I've already been using my browser. It already shows one of my videos is up there, and I can play videos and do that. It's really, really well designed here. If I go over here, let's go here and I'll stand in front of the podium and show you some of the screen controls. I'll go ahead and close this control here. You see over here right now, I've got what it looks like 2 tiers of seating, a floor and one here. I can add more by going to the this configuration and adding more, and the wall goes back and it adds another tier of seats. And we can go back and add another tier of seats. So it's a really neat, or I can delete those, take those tiers down, and it's pretty clever. I also have a really nice, this lectern can also double as a DJ booth. So if I turn it on, you see I have 2 turntables. I could be playing some music to really get people get going. And I also have what they call celebration stage effects. So if I click on this, Yeah, they're the balloons. So you can see this is kind of really celebrating. So you see you're at the end of the event and you say, wow, this has been great. Nice to have you. And then you see these balloons dropping down from the ceiling. Really nice. So I can turn those stage controls off. Now, let me take you really quickly to our conference room here for a larger conference here. So I'm going to again go to the demo areas here and then take you to the conference room in the conference hall, they call it. And you see that I have various seating here right now. It's showing you it's a kind of a classroom setup for classroom lectures. I'll go up to the stage and you see as soon as I get to the stage, again, my stuff lights up and I have my controls there. I'll close the screen here, turn around a little bit, and I believe I can change some of the configurations. So let's show you the conference tables. Those are really nice. And one of the things that I noticed here, as you use your mouse, you can light up certain tables here. So imagine people are raising their hand or they'd like to talk. They just tell you they're at the B table so people can focus on what that person is saying. They can stand up from their chair and then do this. This is really, really nice. So this is really nice with these um, letters on the tables. And then I have a lecture seating. Let's go back to, I think I have to move on to the stage, back a little bit. Yeah. And I can go to the lecture seating and you see I have a kind of lecture hall and I have a paired partner table. So people are sitting across from each other. Or I can go none and have no tables at all, kind of a kind of big den in that nice area where people can even dance and do stuff. It's kind of nice. I'm going to go ahead and change the seating configuration back to the tables that are really nice. I'm going to now take you to the expo hall and we're going to go to the demo areas again. And I'm going to take you to the demo expo hall, teleporting you. And we see we're in the lobby, which is pretty nice here with a really nice networking space, a reception area here, and all these different web screens here that will light up. You see as you get closer to them. This is potential advertising space. By the way, you can lease um, this space and have your own event here to reduce your cost and actually have it become a revenue stream for you. Banner advertising can be put up here and all of that. Let's go right into the actual expo hall itself proper. And you see that right now I have this booth right here is a reception area, but as soon as I step inside, I see controls over here. So I can make this a small booth, which is two small booths right here. I can make it into mixed booths. Here's a larger one that uses two spaces wide and a medium-sized booth, which is another configuration, or again back to the reception area. If I go over here to this area here, right now you'll see that this is a large booth configuration. When I step inside of it, I also have another booth layout capability. So now I can make this a row of small booths. There are four on each side here of this whole space, this whole section here. Or I can use have two mixed booths here, or I can have medium booths here, or I can actually go back to the large booth configuration. And then this is very, very nice for a large sponsor. I want you to be thinking about you possibly being the the manager of this as a space for either your own company or doing your own events and turning what used to be a big cost to a big savings. Imagine that people immediately get here instantly just by logging on and logging off. And there's no travel expense, there's no per diem costs. There's really nice, just the revenue generation that you can have by offering a reasonable price for different size booths here that I've just shown you. They're even, if you go down here to the end, you'll see that there's even smaller booths. So if you have a company that wants to present, or nonprofits that want a little space here, they can all, each one of those spaces has a booth that lights up, and it's really, really nice. So it's very, very nice. Now, people say, well, wait a minute, how are we going to do this? What kind of technical support can we get? So I'm now going to take you to a demo area called the support center. And the support center is very, very nice. It has a reception area here. Uh, and you can go over here to this board over here to ask IT questions by submitting a ticket, or you can go over here uh, and to see the space here. And look at how much, I mean, depending on how we configure the support and all of that, you have all these different tables where people can support, and you have these offices even in the back that can be kind of like, maybe they're continental support people. And so this is really, really neat. There are people from all over the world, by the way, accessing this. And these are all labelable over here, right clicking to update the label. And these have the same kind of controls that I had showed you in my own office suite. So this is really, really nice. Now I'm going to show you one more thing that's really, really exciting here. I'm going to take you to some entertainment areas, and I'm going to take you to the boat docks. And imagine, and we're going to teleport ourselves really quickly over here. So imagine that you have a client that you really want to get some one-on-one time with, or maybe with his or her leadership team members. So what you can do is take people down here to the boat docks, and you can actually get a craft. If I hold my mouse button over this right seat here and click on it, I now have a craft with um, 4 other seats. So this could be a great way to schmooze and have that conversation with people. And I'm steering this with my keys on my keyboard. And the audio, if you're really doing this, would be really neat. You'll actually hear this if you're actually on the on the system in the metaverse itself. And the lighting is very, very nice. The new wave action really feels neat. And we can take people and have that conversation about family and what they're interested in and where they're going and what some of their challenges might be. Imagine if you had your whole operation, you had at least started a group of people, an internal group, to experiment with this and see what the applications are. This is changing too, by the way. Every time I go in here, they've added something new. And one of the things you can take them is on this trip. There's an inlet waterway here that's kind of fun, and we're going to just go ahead and cruise right here. And as we go through here, say, "Oh, what's going on here? Where are we going?" And where we're going is what? There's a waterfall, so we can actually go right through here. And as soon as we do, we're inside of a new, like a waterway. If you were using this, you'd hear natural sounds and experiences. So you navigate through here and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, which just shows you the water. The waterway goes through the whole island. and it's really neat. And so now the sunlight comes back, and I can come back here to my location here. I'm back past the lighthouse. The lighthouse has a really nice um, beacon stage there, outdoor stage where people can go to an event and have a really good time with each other. They can dance and listen to the music or hear the motivational stuff. It's really neat. And we have all these new crafts that they've added recently to the space. Every time I come here, I see new things that they've added, new rocks and new places. They just keep on making this lush, more and more lush in terms of this excitement. I imagined this, something like this, several years ago, and beyond my wildest dreams when I discovered this, that that Virbela existed. Wow, I jumped on this because it's really the future right here and right now. So I'm going to really go back over here to our where I started from, and and if I'm careful, I'll get back to where the boats are, and as soon as I do that, as soon as I click off this, I'm back here again. So I'm going to go ahead and change my view here, the view of my avatar. So I hope that you really enjoyed where we're going here with this. I think this is part of our new future. We are actually working with ways to do this in a hybrid world way. So even some audiences can be over Zoom watching this as a window, while other people can actually be their avatar selves, like I am on Virbela. So this is really, really neat. So thank you so much for giving you a brief tour of Virbela, and I look forward to working with you.